Good morning, students. So far we have seen three types of control statements. They are sequential, alternative or branching, iterative or loop statement. Today we are going to see the last content in chapter 6, that is jump statement. Let's see in detail. Look at the definition for jump statement. The jump statement in Python is used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another part. There are three keywords to achieve jump statements in Python. They are break, continue, pass. So what is mean by jump statement? If we want to jump from one statement to another statement, we can use these three keywords. Let's see with example. First, we have to know the difference between control statement and jump statement. Both control statement and jump statement are help to jump from one part of the program to another part of the program. But the difference is control statement requires condition. If the condition is false, it jumps from the one part to another part. But in the jump statement, it does not require any condition. We just use the keyword of break, continue and pass. So these three will help to jump from one part of the program to another part of the program. So this is the main difference between control statement and jump statement. Control statement checks the condition and transfer from one part to another part. But in the jump statement, it does not require any condition. Is it clear? So first jump statement is break statement. So the break statement terminates the loop containing it. If you want to terminate the loop, what is mean by terminate? End. If you want to come to an end for the loop, we can use break. It stops the flow of the body of the loop. When we use break statement in a nested loop, it terminates the innermost loop. If we use break statement in while or for loop, it terminates the loop where we required. This is the example for break statement. For loop, the variable name is word, in is a keyword, jump statement is the value for the variable word. Control statement, that is if, it checks word equal to E. Break. Print word, comma, end is a parameter, it gets the value space. That means it print the word one by one and gives space. Why do we use break means? Look at the example. When the letter E comes in the word, it stops, it terminates from the loop. Is it clear? It prints J, U, M, P and S, T, A, T. When the letter E comes, it terminates from the loop, it stops its execution. Is it clear? Next jump statement is continue. Continue statement, unlike the break statement, is used to skip the remaining part of a loop and start with the next iteration. That means in a break, if we give any statement, it stops from that statement. But in a continue, it skips the particular statement and it continues the loop. Let's see with the example. The same program, but the jump statement is different here. We use continue here. In a for loop, we are assigning a variable word with the value jump statement. We check word equal to E using if statement. Then we use jump statement, that is continue. After that, print the word with space. Then one more print statement is used to show the end of the program. So look at the output. It prints jump statement. That means it prints STAT. When the E comes, it stops. It skips to the next iteration. So it leaves the letter E and print the next letter M. Again E comes. So it skips the letter and continue to print the remaining letters. So look at the word statement. Whenever the E comes, it skips the letter and continue to execute the remaining part of the loop. That is the difference between continue and break. Break stops the entire execution of the loop, but continue skips the particular part alone and it continues the body of the loop. Is it clear? The last jump statement is pass. The pass statement in Python programming is a null statement. That means it doesn't print anything. It leaves spaces. Pass statement, when executed by the interpreter, it is completely ignored. So when the compiler see the jump statement pass, it ignored. It print nothing. Look at the example. A is the name of a variable. Its type is integer, so we use int function, then input function. To get the input at the runtime, we have to use input function. If we want to get a numeric value, we have to give int function. So enter any number. If we give any number, it accepts and assign to the variable A. So next, we check the condition A equal to 0. If the user gives the value 0, it prints nothing. It holds the place for future years. It does not print anything. In the else part, if the user print any other number than 0, it prints non-zero value is accepted. Is it clear? If the user gives 0, there is a pass. That means it holds the place for future use. It does not print anything. That is the use for pass statement. So generally used as a placeholder. Placeholder means it keeps the place for future use. So far we have covered chapter 6 with the contents, control statements and jump statements. Control statements has 3 types: sequential, alternative and iteration. Jump statements has 3 keywords: break, continue, pass. In the next class, we will see with the new chapter. Thank you, students.